So this video is about shooting in the studio using a mix between daylight and continuous lighting. The sun kind of disappeared halfway throughout the shoot, it just dipped behind the clouds. So I'd set this shoot up with a model called Nicole from an agency, so she came throughout the week. I'm going to throw the images up alongside the behind the scenes so you can sort of see how they turned out. So this week I went on Instagram and I threw up some stories just asking people's opinions on what type of videos they wanted to see, because I'm going to be bringing out a video every month now, and a lot of people wanted to see how to set up a shoot, how to reach out to a model, how to contact a modelling agency or a stylist or a makeup artist. So I think my next video is going to be me sharing how I go about reaching out to people and how I set up shoots, so you can get a better idea and just so that you can get started on how to shoot portraits and how to shoot models. So if you're interested in those types of videos, feel free to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I thought I would do a quick voiceover just explaining some of the ways that I like to shoot, especially when I'm inside a studio. So for shoots like these where it's just me and the model, I like to have a bit of music playing. I think that when you add a bit of music, it adds a bit of atmosphere to the shoot, and it just gives you and the model something to talk about, especially if you have the same music taste. I also like to just keep my shoots really simple and as natural as possible as I can, so the majority of the time I don't pose or direct too much. I tend to just focus on paying attention to the model and how the model moves and interacts, and once I notice maybe something that would create a good shot, like say she rests her head on her chin or moves her hair slightly, that's the point where I'll step in and say, wait, if you do that again and just pause, I'll take this shot because I think this is going to be the shot. And the majority of the time that always works out best for me, because I feel like the model's in a natural flow of movement anyway, and I feel like when you direct a model too much, it starts to become a wee bit awkward feeling, and when somebody's getting a photo taken and they feel awkward, it comes across in the image. Another thing I like to do is, before a shoot, when I'm setting everything up, I tend to do that as the model's there, because it gives me a chance to just chat to the model, explain how the camera works, even let them have a look at it and like see how it looks through my end of the camera. And I think it's just great to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of a shoot to connect with someone and just get a rough idea of what type of person they are, and I just think it's beneficial to just make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. So that's kind of like my method for the majority of my shoots, I would say. Sometimes if I'm shooting a model that, say it's a model that doesn't have very much experience and possibly they need a wee bit more direction, that's the point where I'll bring out a mood board of poses and I'll let them look through it and see what they're comfortable with, because I think the worst thing you can do is say to a model, right, you do this, and it's completely unnatural to them and it's just something that they don't want to do, but they feel like, oh well, he's a photographer, I'm going to have to do it. And I don't think that's the way that it should be, because it's a collaboration between two people. And if you've got any questions, feedback, or even if you want to leave a few tips for other people about how you like to do your shoot and how you like to set things up so that people can go in the comments and have a read and get some more information, then feel free to just leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.